Okay, so this is for the stuttering and stress worksheet article that we looked at. So I think the article relates to the story about the first grader because the grandma described how the stuttering is always worse after the child comes back from his mom's house. And this sounds like grandma is trying to find a cause for the first grader stutter when it actually might just be a trigger for their stutter. And some key points of the article is that stuttering fits very poorly into the conversion disorder category, and the subcategories of why it fits, why it's a poor fit for the category. Some of the reasons why they had was age of onset, gender distribution, general psychiatric status, and a couple of other ones. And the article also discussed how medicine is now starting to distinguish the differences between causes and triggers in disease onset. And I thought the article was very interesting to read, and I agree with a lot of what it said. When it said, an important concept to remember here is that triggers may vary, but if an underlying condition is susceptible to triggering, it will eventually emerge. Thus, there will be no way for parents to protect their child against all known or unknown stressors, either medical or experiential, that could trigger the onset of stuttering. So, a way that I kind of related to that statement in a non stuttering way is that my little sister was diagnosed with diabetes when she was 2, and before that, she was diagnosed with bronchitis, and I just understood that it's like she didn't get diabetes because she had bronchitis, but it just could have triggered something or set off something in her body that she was already genetically predisposed to having diabetes. So I kind of related to that, and it just made sense in my brain, and I liked that part of the article. And then as far as what to tell grandma and dad, you could talk about the difference between trigger and cause. I think that would be a good thing to go over. And I also think it would be important to mention that the child's stress or anxiety about visiting his or her mom should be discussed, and perhaps you guys, or the grandpa and the or grandma and the mom and the speech therapist could discuss and find different ways to help the child cope and alleviate some of that stress that he or she is experiencing.